Say it. That's cap, that's cap, that's cap. That's cap, that's cap, that's cap. Why you gotta act on? Why you gotta do me like that? When we
Hey guys, Fusebox back on Raid Shadow Legends, and we're gonna get into the arena. The reason we're doing this, there's one thing, Plarium has messed up a lot of things. They've made good on a lot of those things, and then they confuse us and they make mistakes, but we all make mistakes. But the arena, it just feels like they can't figure it out. Let's be honest, it feels like they can't figure it out. At the very least, I was glad to see it easy enough for a very long time for people to actually grind gold and get their missions done, get their arbiter, try to build up their Great Hall. And if you think it's tough now and you didn't play, I don't know, a year ago, I'm telling you right now, it was getting into silver at all took like some work, right? There were so many people stuck in bronze. So it's much better than it used to be. What seems to be happening, and we'll even prove this really, when you go in here, what seems to be happening is gold 4. Let's just make up numbers so this makes sense. Let's say there are 500,000 players and there's 300 in platinum. And then gold 4 seems to be holding, 10,000 players. And they're all battling it out, trying to stay in gold 4 and earn points. Then you got gold 3 with 20,000 players. You got gold, 2 with 30,000 players, and the rest are in gold 1 and silver. The thing is, the teams you face in gold 4 are starting to look just like the teams you face in gold 1. I'll be able to prove that shortly. We can go by team power. We've got some 229s. We got some crazy looking champions, Torment and all. We've got solid champions with probably a solid build, but a smaller, their team. Don't put too much value in team power, because some people are clever and they will trap you. They will trap you into a speed trap that you cannot win. But anyways, you kind of see what we're looking at here. I mean, you see we're still got somebody that's sitting in gold 4 with their High Katoon as their lead. Actually, some clever play going on some of these. But you see that this is gold 4, the team power. You got to ignore the people who are going ahead and dropping and everything. This is a trap for people who shouldn't be in gold 4. This guy right here, that's a trap. We'll take him on in a minute. I'm not going to have too many struggles doing this, but it's not about me. If you, I'll show you the perfect example. I'll be right back on my giveaway account. Okay, my giveaway account. I don't play it hard, right? I definitely go through all the fusions so that whoever wins it has all these amazing champions to play. I don't build out the champions that I need like I do on my account. I build out really cool, fun, or amazing champions that people would want to build. That way, when they get this account, they've got fun champions to play. I need to collect all my stuff. We'll do that later. So in the last couple weeks, if you know what's been going on in my life, I missed a lot of gameplay, and I just didn't do any quests or anything on this one. So I did not play arena. So I finished in gold 2 from just sitting there not playing, and it kicked me down to gold 1. So we are in gold 1 on this account. It's a gold 4 account, but here's the problem. Not that it's a horrible problem, but to get into gold 4, I pretty much have to play teams that look like gold 4 teams all the way through gold. So you can see very similar teams. Team power, we can look and see a lot of the same stuff. We've got 220, 195, and then a couple smaller ones, 160, 120. If you're into team power, not such a big deal, but we've got turn boosters with elixirs on the team to lock you out. We've got a Duchess, just a nasty team right here if you lose a speed fight. You see the same thing. You see fairly well-built teams, and we got a free refresh. Let's just look real quick. Not horribly different. I will say this is a weaker page. I'm not seeing a lot of arbiters and things like that. But what's happening is that 10,000 people squished into gold 4, making up numbers again, and the 20,000 people squished into gold 3. Basically, it's just 100,000 people squished into gold total, and they're all about the same. We're all in there fighting each other, and if you get put down, just a bad week. You have a bad week, you can't play much. Maybe you log on, do some important stuff, but you don't have time to sit there, click the arena fights or whatever, and you get kicked down. Every week you can drop dramatically if you're not playing. well, then you're stuck. Instead of just earning points in Gold 4, you're stuck trying to fight back in. And so there's a lot of people in Silver 4 trying to get into Gold just to earn some gold, because you have to, for your Arbiter missions, you have to actually make your Great Hog go somewhere. And it's hard to do. You can't even get into Gold 1 because it looks like Gold 4, right? There is a bit of a disparity later on in Gold 4, which is the way it should be. They do have a fix supposedly coming. It's definitely going to help. They're going to stretch these out, right? There's going to be more tiers, more people in the higher tiers. It is going to help. A Gold 5 will change things. And if it helps, I don't want everybody crying that they're not in Gold 5. Then you should just be able to enjoy being in Gold 4 with a lot easier go at it. Because if everybody complains about Gold 5, it's going to be looking just like this eventually. So they're making a new spot for people that can push through these to move them out of the picture so you have the smaller teams in. That being said, this still looks like, this is not that ugly of a page, but it still looks to me like a lot of people are pretty much gold tier, and we're all going to be fighting them. So all we can do for now, we can say what we want till we're blue in the face. It's not going to happen. At least they are doing the next move. It's a really good move. Stretching this out is going to help a lot. But for now, all we can do is try to beat some of these teams. So when you're going into a fight, let me get on my other account. I have more champions to try to show these things off real quick. Well, we'll do this. We'll just do this. This team doesn't have a speed lead. You're going to want more than one team. And I'm saying this because if you're struggling, if they don't have a speed lead, you have a shot at beating their speed, right? And so in this case, where we clearly have a chance of beating their speed, let's say you don't even have Arbiter, it really doesn't matter. You need a speed lead with a speed boost to get you around and take care of these heroes. You have a very good chance of outpacing them. As long as you're faster than Apothecary, you have a good shot at doing this. So we'll go ahead and let me tell you another thing on speed. Let me go to Arbiter. Now, my Arbiter suffered from speed. When I built my arena team, my clan boss team, she lost some gear and she dropped to 304. I don't know where everybody is. I don't know your speeds and your gear, but 304 is like just cutting it, barely cutting it to do Gold 4. And again, if we lose any speed battles, you'll see how slow that is in Gold 1. So that'll be a great experiment just to show you where we're starting with my Arbiter. It would be the same thing if this was High Katoon. That speed is the speed that matters. So because they don't have a speed lead, I'm going for the speed team. I'm going to take in a fast booster. We're going to debuff and we're going to smack them, right? So let's just take 2 damage dealers. If we do win the speed fight, we're starting simple here. I know you probably know all this, but because they don't have a speed lead in this tier, I'm seeing a lot of people without them. We want to go first. That's the idea. Go first and get the job done. How did we not get the debuffs? It won't matter. We got the kill. So if you're in a place where you're not fast enough, remember, if they don't have a speed lead, you probably are fast enough. At this point, you can go ahead and do it. So what happens when they have a speed lead? Let's say that we tried this and we lost. Okay, we're not fast enough. Or let's say that we go first, but they cut in. That's where you ditch somebody and you bring in another speed booster. So we don't know where we stand on this. Let's just give it a shot. Let's say we came in, Arbiter went first, they cut in, they won. Then you bring in a second booster to secure your main damage dealer and try to get the job done, and everything goes smooth from there. So if you're not winning the speed lead, let's move on to that, because now you feel like there's no point in bringing Arbiter. I'm not winning the match. Unless you need her just for revives, you can go ahead and leave her out now. So let's find a fast. Yeah, well, how about a fast and nasty team? That's actually a pretty rough team. They're not going to be that fast. This is a bad page. Here's a fast team, and we'll bring in kind of a weak version of a go second team. If you're not winning the speed lead, you're a go second team. So stop trying to be a speed team. There's no point in it at all. So we're going to bring, these guys are not fast. Without speed boosters, they don't stand a chance. What's one way we could do this? Is this Cornelia? She's actually pretty cool. We'll show her off in a minute. But we're going to go with, if you have one fast champion that can protect your team, we're at 290 on somebody that can put up block damage. We're going to bring her to help us go second. Block damage, and then we get to go. We can't stop debuffs with this team, but we can block damage. Because we have her on the team, now we can do whatever it is that we feel we need to do on the second turn without trying to be so fast. So let's bring somebody who can protect us. When you take a hit from Seeker's passive, he's going to put up increased defense. So if we take multiple hits, he'll have us covered. So he's a great option here. This does raise our defense in arena battles. So for a go second team, another idea here, because we're buffing defense, would be to bring somebody who has defense-based damage. You could actually buff that up. But anyway, that's not even going to matter. We're going to go for this. Let's see if we can pull off a go second. Assuming that we came in, we lost the speed battle. They're just faster than us. So we let them do their thing, right? Our defense is up from taking a hit. Now we're not going to take damage. So they're going to waste all their turns. And then we should be able to cut in any minute, debuff them. Now you got to watch who you're up against. If they can block debuffs, what good is it all going to be? But now we're going to be okay. Setting up a go second team usually means you need passives that protect you, or one hero who can go fast enough to try to cut in before they take all their turns and protect you. So what happens if you do not have... Let's get on my other account. I've seen Vogoth, and he's a great example, and I have him on my other account. Okay, so if we're thinking things through, let's take a team that's faster than us. They got a booster, or we're going to assume they're faster than us. We'll want to go second. Think about this. We've got Madame Cerise she's going to go before us. She's going to debuff us and take off any buffs that we put on. So in this case, bringing Seer, he's only going to protect us for just a little bit. So what can we do in here? This guy, we got a video coming on Ordinator. I may wait until Bommel, because I think that's where he's going to shine, not in Arena so much. He's like really cool rare, though. Fun anyway. So what are we going to do here? We're not worried about the speed fight, right? We have decided we're not going to be able to beat the speed fight. Now, we've got options. We're up against Madame Cerise. If you had Cardio, he can put up block buffs that cannot be removed. Or no, never mind. It's not block buffs. It's the Revive on Death, which is an option. You could have if she's, but we're assuming we don't have a champion fast enough to protect us before they go, and we know that buffs are going to get removed. This is where somebody like Vogoth comes in. When he takes a big hit, he heals you up so well. Let's see, where is that guy? Where's the big boy? There. Vogoth is going to heal us for the damage, half the damage that he takes. We're going to put him on our team and try to survive this whole round. So we're going to think it through. We probably are going to want defensive champions if possible. It depends on who you got. I mean, like Kyoku absolutely be amazing here. But if we put him as our lead, now we're not going to get anything out of his aura. But if he's at the lead and everybody's behind him, they're going to get from his passive increased defense. So there's one option. He could also throw out Provoke with some damage afterwards. That's another option. If we're going second, Brogni can come in after we've been debuffed and fix everything by putting a shield on us that heals us as we take damage. As long as she's still being cooled down, she can still remove some buffs. But we kind of want to think about how we're going to kill these people. So we can actually tear their turn meter down with Rosin and do damage. We could opt for Strengthen and another shield. But we definitely want defensive-based damage. So, or HP possibly, but defense makes a lot of sense here. So let's go ahead and bring Rosin in. We're not bringing revives. Let's just see if this gets it done. So we're planning on going second. If you're losing most of your speed battles, just don't worry about it. Start bringing in a go second team. Without testing it, here we go. The idea, high defense, defensive champions, shields everywhere. and Vogoth soaking up damage like a sponge. So hopefully we're clearly going to lose. We're purposely losing the speed fight to show out, who would I use from the champions I see without using some of the most ridiculous ones. They're even freezing us up for a round. So how will this turn out? There's no telling. We've taken all the debuffs. We've taken a million hits. They're going to kill Vogoth. Did he bring us around enough to get this done? That's the question. We took their turn meter down to buy some time. Our shield is up. We killed Fushan. Definitely a good start. We really need Ninja to go down, but he's hiding under a veil. But look how well protected we are. And this is also a possible defensive team to where people just get sick of fighting you. They just get tired of going after you. We could have brought a decent offensive champion, seeing as how Brogny's here, increasing our attack. Might not have been a bad idea, but this played out. So, you might not have Vogoth. Vogoth only helped on that first round, but he helped a lot. And then by the time we started going, he was gone. So you just got to look at the heroes you have, think about who you want to build up, try to make great go second teams if you're not able to beat that speed. But when it comes to speed, I probably could even up my speed right now on my horrible Arbiter speed. But what you do is you go in to your, go in. If you haven't kind of worked out your own system, try this one. Substats, speed. Nothing else matters. That's it. Close everything, open up speed, and go down to divine speed. Where is divine speed? And roll this stuff up. Constantly roll it up. Let's see if we can hit 2. If we hit 2, we go for 3. And when you're done, even if you don't hit speed as many times as you would like, you're going to have some pretty decent gear to put on other heroes, like possibly anyway. That's not a wonderful piece of gear by any means. But if it's in here and it has speed, by the way, Vuch, VUCH on Discord absolutely wanted to share with everybody. He saw a video by Ash, and it's just true anyway, which this could be a neat piece of gear. When it comes to speed gear, I don't suggest many other sets. It doesn't matter if it's a flat stat. If it has speed under it, see if you can get that triple or quad roll, because a flat stat attack chest could become exactly what you need for your Arbiter, even though you don't care about flat stat attack whatsoever. If it gets hit 4 times on a speed roll and it's a 5 or 6 star, it's a lot of speed. That's a lot of speed. So you're going to want to roll these up. And I don't think we've hit any amazing speed rolls yet, but let's do this till we hit one good piece, and then show you how I'll gear somebody right now and show how fast we could possibly make them, even with not that many rolls. If you get 2 rolls on every piece of speed gear, you're going to be pretty quick. It doesn't take it as much as you would think. If you don't have this much gear, you got to run dragons. That's all you can do. We hit 1, you've got to run dragons. Since we hit 1, we're going to go to 12. It's worth exploring. I don't have a whole lot of silvers, so I'm going to do this as carefully as I can, though. And then there we got a double roll. That's 14 speed without a glyph on 1 piece of gear. And so let's say that we'll just do fitting room. Let's say we're trying to make this guy, over 250 speed or whatever. We're going to start by looking for the fastest speeds we got. 5 is not enough. 5 is not enough. We've got 10 here with the glyph, 10 here, and 4. So, okay, obviously I use a lot of my fast gear, but we'll do this anyway. So what do we got? 6, 9, 13 right there. That looks like the one to try on. Okay, so now we need 1 more piece of gear out of the divine speed set that's actually pretty quick. We've got, with the glyph, we've got 14. Pretty solid. So let me do this real quick so you don't have to watch it all, and we'll see what we end up, just doing this technique, what we end up with. So with some oddball gear, but you don't care if speed is the name of the game for somebody like Haikatoon or Arbiter trying to boost or Gorgorab, then what you get is a real quick build. We're at about 240. I could still roll speed here, here, and here, and then we could glyph every one of these, 4 to 8 speed. So you could hit 300 just with, this is my scrap gear. This isn't the gear that I'm already wearing. So definitely, without a single glyph on any of this, there is something on this. There's a decent roll on this one, but and this isn't rolled up, so we get a lot more speed right here. I don't have enough silver, but when you upgrade this, we're gonna go from 26 to 40. So you're getting another 14 speed right there. You can see how quickly you could get to 300. We'd be right at it with Lore of Steel, the speed boots rolled up, and glyphs on all of them. We'd be right at 300 on, why did I put all this on Vlad? Whatever. But you see how quickly you can make one hero fast. I would say you need to run Dragon and do your best in Arena, but that's the problem, right? Run Dragon every week. Go through that speed gear, roll up speed, rolls, even if it is a flat stack or a horrible piece of gear, go ahead and roll it up. It's absolutely worth it. That's how you're going to eventually get the speed that you need. If you can only get one champion up, make it a champion. If they can't speed boost your team into the fight, make it a champion that can build a go second team. Somebody who can block damage, throw a soak up damage, shield your team, whatever it is that you have. Unkillable can work. I know AZ Gang has been doing a little work with Maneater. That's all he's got. It's not a bad idea. Protect your team until you get to that second round and then try to wipe them out. So what are your thoughts on Arena? It's gotten a little rougher. I want to hear it. It's not so hard. If you're already there, it's not that hard. It's about the same. But I think if you're climbing, I want to hear from you. Because Gold 1, 2, 3, they really do feel a lot like Gold 4. Thanks for sitting through it. And until next time, enjoy the grind.